After a weekend of torrential rain and thunderstorms, the outlook for the week ahead remains unsettled and feeling fairly cool. I'll have all the details of that and more coming up on Good Morning Britain.
Monday.
And I have the radar loop and the satellite loop from last night. So 6 o'clock yesterday evening, the storms came through the channel. Each one of these squiggles is a lightning bolt. The whole storm moved its way northwards, and it's continuing to affect parts of the East Midlands, clearing Lincolnshire and parts of Yorkshire as well. And this whole band will move its way northwards. And it's when we get this warm, humid air coming up from the south that we see these thunderstorms around. But fresher conditions will move in as we head through. Good morning to you. Many people were kept awake last night from torrential thunderstorms that marched across the country. They caused chaos, parts of southwest England yesterday evening. Then they marched their way through southern areas of England overnight last night. The whole band has moved its way northwards. And it stays like that for much of the week. So let's take a look at our 7-day outlook. So we start off looking across the north of the UK. Scotland, Northern Ireland, northern areas of England. You can see there's a lot of rainfall. We'll come to that in just a moment. But first of all, we look at our temperatures compared to average. And it's sitting around about average, turning a little cooler as we head into the start of the weekend. Percentage chance of rainfall across the north of the UK. Will weather fronts queue up and we have either rain or showers most days this week. It's Saturday that looks at the moment like a weak ridge of high pressure, brings something a little bit drier. Now, fortunes further south for England and Wales for the next 7 days. Well, yet again, we start with our temperatures. It's actually been pretty warm, fairly humid by night. We'll notice how much cooler and fresher it's set to be through the rest of the week, and that lasts on into the weekend. Percentage chance of rainfall across the south of the UK. Well, yet again, we have these thunderstorms in the forecast today, cloudier, wetter skies tomorrow, more in the way of torrential rain through Wednesday, and it stays quite wet for the rest of the working week. Again, Saturday is the day that's most likely to be driest as we head through the next 7 days. Good morning to you. Well, the weather's doing a bit of a dance as we head through this week. Weather systems queuing up in the Atlantic. We had thunderstorms across us overnight. A band of rain moves through today. Another band of wet and windy weather towards the middle of the week as well. But hints that by the weekend, high pressure could bring something a little bit drier and more settled. But for today, good morning to you. Yesterday, we saw torrential thunderstorms, flooding. They kept many people awake last night. There is more today. Then wet and windy weather moves in from the west and it will turn a lot cooler. But this is our radar sequence from overnight. The thunderstorms making their way up through southern counties, heading towards eastern areas now, and they will clear within the next few hours. But then we watch this band of rain. So if it is dry to start where you are through eastern areas, it won't last. Wet weather marches right across the country, heavy downpours, a lot of spray. Skies then brighten, sunny spells and showers, but turning windy.